what's going on. I'm just going to be talking about the science behind intermittent fasting, okay? There's so many ways of doing intermittent fasting, but the way I've been doing it was a 16-hour fast, which includes your sleep cycle and having an 8-hour eating gap, which became natural to me after months of practice. However, the whole benefit of fasting is to make life easier while losing fat, maintaining weight or building muscle. It all depends on your eating phase and training style in the 8-hour eating window. So I came across this diet through a guy on YouTube and I really enjoyed the content he provided. So I thought to myself, why don't I try something different to motivate myself, because I was bored out of my tits doing the same thing over and over again. I was sick of the bland diet I was taking in every day. Broccoli, chicken, rice every single day to build a bit of muscle. It's not the way our body should be treated. That's torture. But skipping breakfast, I do that now. I skip breakfast. That's crazy, right? Yeah, that's a crazy idea. Isn't breakfast the most important meal of the day? Yeah. No, that's completely wrong. I went my whole life eating breakfast every day, and you lose. I find when you eat breakfast, you become more tired. That makes no sense. Why would you do that to yourself? You might as well fast. Be in great form. Be energized. Get the effects of coffee. Drink coffee while fasted. You will get serious boost of intelligence and focus. So this made things easier for me in itself, which kept me lean and muscular at the same time while enjoying life. So I experimented with strength training, which I'll explain later, and also fasting. So how does intermittent fasting get you into ketosis quicker? Well, if ketosis is all about burning the glycogen sugar storage in your body, specifically in your liver, okay, you know the way most individuals eat almost every 3 hours. Because our liver glycogen depletes every 3 hours and we start getting angry and we get pissed off and snap at people, so our brains say, hey, go and get some more sugar. They trigger that buzz in your brain again, so you're happy again when you have a bar of chocolate, of course. Don't put your body in that state. So if you go and eat, let's say that you follow a low carb, high fat diet or ketosis or ketogenic diet, and you do go and eat every 3 hours, well, your glycogen stores are going to get a refill. That because, remember, you're mainly eating fat because you're eating fat, you're eating and you're increasing. Insulin is the hormone that tells your body to store energy. So even when you eat fat and protein, even though it's a small insulin spike, there's still some insulin released, okay? So if we're not able to eat at all, so let's say your liver glycogen storage depletes and it's been 3 hours since we last ate and we're going to go and snack, but we say to ourselves, you know what, we're not going to snack. Then our body has to truly tap into whatever other storage it has for energy to keep your body going, and that's when the fat storage comes into the picture. So if eating less carbs gets us into ketosis quicker, not eating at all will get us into ketosis that much quicker. So how do you start intermittent fasting without being scared? So the best way to gradually get good at it is to eat normal today, for example, or tomorrow you can start this diet. You wake up in the morning, you fasted while you were sleeping. Just go to bed, yeah. So when you wake up, and you usually have breakfast, for example, in the morning, 7 AM, 8 AM, whenever, skip the breakfast. Move on, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever you're capable of doing. See how long you can fast for. If you're good, you can do the whole 16 hours on your first day, which I did. So you'll be an expert after a few days. If you really find this difficult, just eat an apple, because it's very low in calories, so it really won't affect your fast. The energy effects are amazing that I experienced on my first day fasting. So example, say you finish eating at 8 p.m. the night before, try not to eat till 11 or 12 the next day, say afternoon. So that will be precisely a 16-hour fast, including your sleep. So I usually go to the gym on my days off work and have trained in a fasted state while hitting new personal records and building muscle. And still, I'd go a few hours without eating anything at all other than a black coffee or two after the gym session. I won't eat for another couple of hours. Yeah, I've still gained muscle while doing this. Most people have been taught to eat straight after the gym or they'll lose muscle. That's not true. It's not how your body works at all. As long as you give your body the nutrients it needs, it's going to remember what it has to do with it. Okay, so I stopped working out at, for example, 11 a.m. Yeah, I finished my gym session and won't eat until later that day. So my body is saying, hey, give me the fuel I need to rebuild these muscles. To restore the glycogen stores in your muscles. Your body is telling you to eat food. But I'm telling my body, no, I'm not going to eat food. I'm not going to give in that easy. It doesn't mean my body is going to shut down, is it? My body is saying, hey, what's going on? Where are we going to get these energy sources from to keep the body running? The fat's in my body, yeah, exactly. See, the thing is, when you enter a fasted state, you're not burning a couple of 100% of your fat. You are burning like a couple of 1,000% more fat. Okay, especially when you hit the 12 to 20 hour fasted phase, or even further on, if people want to fast for 2 days. Because think about it in this way, if we were caveman walking the earth back in the day, and we just killed an animal for our food, to have a dinner like, yeah? So we had to go and hunt again for a second meal, but we didn't capture anything for 2 or 3 days. So what are you going to do? Is our body going to shut down? No, that's not how it works. For a matter of fact, a lot of studies out there have shown when we start burning fat as fuel, oxidizing fat creates ketones in our brain, focus becomes that much sharper, your body goes into survival mode and you become more focused, completely more focused. And when you're intermittent fasting, your body releases growth hormones which allows you to perform at peak. Yeah, which makes sense. Because if we were going without food for a couple of days, we would need the energy to find the food and would need the intelligence to be able to track it, to track and hunt down the prey. We would need to be sharp. We would need to be focused. Our body's not going to shut down that easy because our body needs the food to survive. So when you really think about it, it makes perfect sense. And so I've been living this way for 6 months now. And I was able to build serious strength, lean muscle mass and drop body fat at the same time. That doesn't work for everybody. There's only kind of really one way to do that, a possible way, an easy way. Strength training and intermittent fasting combined. Simple as that. I find it really easy. Don't be scared. So give intermittent fasting a go. Don't be scared. Work on it slowly and build your way up to that 16-hour fast. Use them 8 hours wisely to enjoy big meals while being full and satisfied. But if you want to just focus on building massive strength and size while looking super lean, focus on getting your daily protein intake as well as keeping your calorie deficit down while keeping under your calorie deficit. Okay, so I use strength training combined with intermittent fasting, which is a great way to build serious mass while being ripped to bits. That's if you take all your calories into consideration and you track everything properly. That's the only way. Now me, I don't track my calories anymore that much. It's kind of second nature now. You remember how many calories are in a portion of food by looking at it now. Your body's like a kind of calculator. So I'm just going to tell you the effects of taking coffee in while you're fasting. Because if you're not taking in coffee, you're missing out big time. I'd recommend it any day. Caffeine is much more powerful when ingested in the fasted state. However, caffeine serves to enhance many of the effects of fasting. Caffeine stimulates the metabolism, blunts appetite, so you won't feel hungry. You get rid of that hunger effect. Also, sparkling water does that too. So I'd recommend drinking sparkling water. Now, I wouldn't recommend drinking coffee as soon as you wake up. Drink it 2 or 3 hours after you wake up. I find the effects of coffee don't work as good as soon as you wake up. You're still sluggish, you kind of have to wake up first. Because it does increase your energy levels by 100% when you drink your coffee on that second or third hour of the day. It also elevates fat metabolization, okay, and heightens mental alertness. It puts your body in focus mode. You'll pass your exams, you'll do better in your exams, you'll do better in the work interview, and you'll do better in the work environment when you're in this state of focus. Not to mention, coffee has plenty of positive health benefits. Sure, I'm going to mention a few, okay? Men who consume coffee have a much lower risk of erectile dysfunction, and it also increases your sperm count, which is great for the ladies, boys. Caffeine reduces kidney stone risk, okay? Caffeine detoxes the liver and cleanses the colon when taken as a caffeine enema. Caffeine helps ward off Alzheimer's, so it eases the effects of Alzheimer's and kind of keeps it away for the older crowd. Caffeine may prevent skin cancer and other sort of cancers. I recommend strictly limiting your caffeine intake to the fasting portion of the day. If you drink plenty of coffee throughout the day, you will become more immune to coffee. So this will diminish the hunger, blunting and energy boosting effects of caffeine. Reducing caffeine to the fasting state, and only the fasting state, makes fasting downright easy. So don't drink it after your meal, drink it in your fasting phase. Sometimes I have to drink coffee because I'd be so tired. Maybe in evening time after work, when I'm in my eating phase. Eating big. If you're switching to intermittent fasting, then you're going to have to eat much bigger meals than you're accustomed to. So you're not used to this lifestyle. You have to adjust your body. If you don't adjust the size of your meals accordingly, you will be very low in your calories and your nutrients, and hunger will be pronounced during the fast. Alternately, you will be tempted to snack on junk to get your calories up, which will likely lead to excessive calorie consumption. So don't give in, don't be eating a load of shite, don't be eating a load of junk. Eat a big lunch and dinner so you're full and satisfied. Like I've said before, if you skip on these meals, you're at risk of becoming very hungry. In addition, you're going to want to emphasize lots of protein with your meals to hit that calorie macro intake. When I go to restaurants, I often order a normal sized dinner with a good bit of protein, for example a burger, but then I usually order an extra portion of meat on the side just so I can hit that protein intake and be safe. You know what I mean? So I've really covered intermittent fasting, most of the information about it anyway. So thanks for watching and subscribe please. Goodbye, God bless.